Hey guys, it's Jack. Today I will be talking about some LGBTQ plus facts, and then towards the end I will be having my message towards homophobic people. So if you want to see that, stay tuned. There are 320 million people in the United States. 10 million of those are LGBTQ plus adults. That is 4.1% of the adult population in the US. There are 5 million LGBTQ plus youth, which would be about 7% of the youth population in the US. There are 1.5 million LGBTQ plus adults that are over the age of 65. Suicide is the second leading cause of death within the age range of 10 to 25. LGBTQ plus youth are more likely to think about suicide 3 times more than heterosexual youth. 42% of trans adults attempt suicide. 92% of those adults attempted suicide before the age of 25. Those who have a rejecting family are 8.4 per. Those with a rejecting family are 8.4 times more likely to attempt suicide than those with low or no rejecting in their family. The LGBTQ plus community has attempted suicide between 2 and 6 more times than those who are not in the community. 1 in 5 LGBTQ plus adults are homeless. There are 64,000 LGBTQ plus homeless youth, which is 40% of all of the homeless population. 1 out of 10 trans people are evicted from their homes because of their gender identity. 1 in 4 LGBTQ plus people have experienced discrimination. 30% of trans workers have reported discrimination in the workplace, including being fired or not getting a promotion. LGBTQ plus elderly couples have experienced poverty because of discrimination in their workplace. There have been 1,218 LGBTQ plus related hate crimes because of a person's sexual orientation. Out of that 1,218, 764 were a result of anti-gay bias. 25.1% of those experiencing hate crimes were mixed bias, like for gay, lesbian, trans, etc. Research has shown the fear of coming out risks depression and anxiety increasing by 3 times. 30% of the LGBTQ plus community suffers from substance abuse and all types of substance abuse. 25% suffer from alcohol abuse. That compared to 10% of all of the US's population suffers from alcohol abuse. Here is me saying my opinion on homophobic people. People get bullied every single day because of who they are. That's like hating someone because they were born with blue eyes. That's like hating someone because they weren't born with blue eyes. It's like hating someone because they weren't born with blonde hair. Does that remind you of anyone? Hitler. This is kind of dumb, but I've always compared homophobes to Hitler, because Hitler murdered people because they weren't born with the certain traits that he wanted them to be born with. Homophobic people have murdered people because they weren't born with the certain traits that they were happy with. Would you hate your son because he had a girlfriend? No. Would you hate your son because he had a boyfriend? Yes. That makes no sense to me. I want there to be a point where I can come home and say, hey mom, I have a boyfriend. Hey mom, I have a partner. And she won't give a shit. I am in that point, but I want to be in that point in the world where everyone's parents can be like that. So there have been many stories told from a long, long time ago that have been changed a little bit. For example, one person could tell a story. I could say, hey, yesterday I got my tooth pulled. It hurt really bad. And then the person that I told could tell another person and say, oh, hey, Jack got his tooth pulled yesterday. He was in so much pain. He was screaming and bleeding everywhere. And then the next person could change it a little bit more. The next person could change it a little bit more. So that obviously can happen. So don't you think if thousands and thousands of years ago, if God or Jesus said, I think it's fine to love who you want to love, don't you think through thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years, that story could have changed a little bit? Just saying. Also, it doesn't say anywhere in the Bible that you can't love the same gender. And then another thing homophobic people say, gays can't get married. Same-sex marriage shouldn't be a thing. Well, what I have to say to you is, what if you loved someone? What if you were deeply in love with someone and you wanted to show your affection by getting married? How would you like it if I was like, no, you can't get married. I don't care that you're in love and you love this person so much. I don't care. Go, you don't get to get married. Nope. Nope. That's just bizarre. Like, imagine if I wasn't even, like, judging you for who you're marrying. What if I was just like, I don't like your face, so I'm not gonna let you get married. I don't like your skin color, so I'm not gonna let you get married. I don't like your hair color, so I'm not gonna let you get married. And then they'll say, marriage has always been between men and women. It's always been that way. Voting has always been between white men and the government. That changed. Things change. So does marriage. So do people. And that's fine. If someone wants to love the same gender, they can. If someone wants to be a different gender, they can. And yes, there are more than two genders. Yes, there is. And if you have anything to say against that, I will fight you. It is possible to feel that you're not a gender. It is possible to feel that you're not a male or a woman. You're somewhere in between. It is possible to be a male, even if you were born with a vagina and boobs. It is possible to be a woman, even if you're born with a penis. It is possible, people. You need to get this through your thick skulls that it is possible, and I will physically fight you. If you have the right to change your hair color, your eye color, how your face looks, then you should have the right to say who you love and say who you are without being judged for it. Another problem people have with gay people is that they can't have children. Well, hey, guess what? There's this thing called adopting. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people of children that don't have a home. There are hundreds of adults that are pregnant that can't take care of these children. There are hundreds of homeless kids out there that don't have a home, and if they did, they would be so much happier. And you don't want them to have that? It doesn't matter if they do have that and they have two dads, or if they have two moms, or if they have two parents that don't lie on the on a spectrum of just male and female. It doesn't matter. If I had two moms, I would still be happy. If I had two dads, I would still be happy. If I had a non-binary parent and an agender parent or a gender fluid parent or what the fuck, whatever. I don't care what my parents identify as. I still love them. I still am glad they gave me a home and a place to live in. It doesn't matter who they are or who they love. It doesn't matter who anyone loves or who anyone is. Just you focus on you. That's all I have to say to homophobic people. You focus on you. Don't focus on me because I have a vagina and I'm a man. Don't focus on men that love men. Don't focus on women that love women. Don't focus on people that identify as a gender that you're not happy with. Don't focus on them. Focus on yourself. Because believe it or not, a big part of homophobic people are really just closeted LGBTQ plus people. So take that, bitches. That's all I have to say. Thank you for listening to my rant / facts about LGBTQ plus. Thank you for watching if you did. I will have all of the links to the websites that I used in the description. And I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye.